So today was really about launching Consumer Futures and the 4 scenarios and the toolkit within the project to the wider world.
We're a business that relies on fresh produce, particularly imported from areas that could be prone to resource scarcity or environmental stress.
We know that the biggest impact for us is when people use the products at home.
If we don't start thinking about those issues now, we'll possibly be faced with a future where we can't source those products.
And so we need to be looking at what people are going to be doing in the future and how we can make sure that they're using our products and our brands more sustainably.
This exercise is all about coming up with some scenarios, potential ways the world will look in 2020, and involving 2 big customer-facing, consumer-facing companies, Sainsbury's and Unilever, to help us shape those scenarios.
We're looking forward to using the consumer futures scenarios within our business to help identify opportunities for engaging consumers.
Organisations like us and Unilever can be confident about our futures. As it happens, we've both, broadly speaking, laid out plans to double our businesses in the next 9 years, with sustainability at the core of that agenda.
Using scenarios is a very valuable way of understanding how robust your strategy is, and the scenarios are peppered with lots of stimulus and ways to get people thinking in new and different ways. The first of 5 recommendations is to take innovative business models to market. What we'd really like to see is companies trialling or prototyping new business models. The second one is for companies to work with their value chains to come up with the solutions that they need for a sustainable future. The third recommendation looks at encouraging companies to strengthen local brands and local production, and that leads on to the 4th recommendation, which is leading on transparency, opening up your supply chains for scrutiny. The final recommendation is asking brands to use the power of marketing to help consumers on this journey.
We were fortunate enough to get the chance to review the toolkit, and I think what we found is it's going to be a really rich and deep source of information.
The way that we plan to use the scenarios would be to introduce it across the different categories at Sainsbury's, particularly those that are most exposed to sustainability risks, but also those that maybe are more consumer-facing, where we can actively talk to consumers about sustainability.
We'd like to ensure that we're using it across the other functions in the business, so in marketing, customer development, brand development. Really try and make sure that the toolkit's well used in the business so that we can really make some solid plans for the future.
The Consumer Futures scenario is helping us by getting our R&D and marketing teams to think on a long-term basis and develop both radical and sustainable innovations for the future.
We would like to see other businesses take the toolkit and use it and help them to plan for a more sustainable future and really make sustainability mainstream going forward.
It could actually have a fantastic impact for us, make life easier for us, as well as making us more sustainable.
These scenarios have opened up the possibility for brands to be part of that force for good.